Sorry I ruined your TikTok. But also is that this is extremely dangerous. There's, like I said before, there's no tricks to this whatsoever. And I probably don't have to say this, but it's a good idea to say it anyway. Don't try this at home. I know that's really weird coming from me because it's pretty obvious where I tried this, but take it from me. I am a trained professional. I've been doing this for years. Even I've had my fair share of accidents. This stunt is no joke. Save yourself that expensive hospital visit or that expensive morgue visit. It's not even worth the likes on Facebook. So guys, just don't do it. Take it from me. All right, for real this time. Down the hatch, without a scratch. Ooh. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Yes, stare, stunned silent as you walk past me. There you have it, folks. Sword swallowing 100% real. It's not magic, it's not a trick. It all happened right before your very eyes, and guess what? It's going to happen again. And what you're witnessing here is a feat of pure mind over matter, that is, I'm using my mind to control all the matter inside here. Believe it or not, every time I swallow a sword, it literally has to nudge my heart and lungs aside to get to the pit of my stomach. We're going to prove that right here using this sword, substantially longer than the last one. The last sword is just went past my heart. This one goes all the way to the pit of my stomach. But wait, there's more. For I'm going to place it a quarter of the way in, and then I'm going to let go. And then when I feel myself aligned, I will loosen all the muscles in my torso, allowing the blade to literally drop the rest of the way in. Yes, it's a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more sick, but do not blink, for it happens quick. We call this the drop technique. Oh yeah! Thank you very much, folks. Now, believe it or not, even after showing you that these blades are solid steel by banging around and whatnot, and even stabbing them into my table, and even performing the drop technique, which is physically impossible to do with the retractable blade, there's still people out there that are so skeptical, so jaded, to still believe that it retracts in the handle, that is the only possible explanation that I'm able to do this. And if you want to still believe that, then by all means, you have a great imagination, despite me sacrificing so many years of my social life to perfect this act. People still believe that. Well, thus to prove to you that officially does not retract in the handle whatsoever, folks, we're going to simply take away the handle. That's right, this solid steel blade doesn't have a handle for it to retract into. I'm going to swallow this one all the way down so close that I can close my lips around the end of it. And then for those of you watching closely, I'm then going to take a bow, open my mouth, showing you the blade literally down my throat. I do apologize to any of you who have already eaten today, but it still brings me so much joy. By the way, there's a very lovely cinnamon roll stand right around the corner. There you go, folks. One blade, no handle, down the hatch. Hopefully, I don't lose it again.
Aww.
Mission accomplished. Oh, my beer's here. Thank you, buddy. No, that's a bad idea for a sword swallower to have a beer, or else it turns into a whole different kind of show. And right, yeah, just a little bit there. And then, speaking of a whole different kind of show, this sword's a little bit juicy coming out. Hey guys, I'm a pastor during the week. Bless you.
Oh.
Ew. Let's switch gears a little bit here, folks. It's like, for a sword swallowing show, I'm just standing in one place and I get a little shaking in my bones. Like I want to get up and I want to run around a little bit. See, I'll let you in on a little secret as well. I am a live performer. That's not the secret. That's just a matter of fact. The secret is, I'm like every single other performer that you see on this earth. I'm a narcissist. I like energy, I like noise, and the more energy and noise you give me, the more I give back. So ladies and gentlemen, let's play with some energy and some noise. Give it in this form of a 4-foot bullwhip. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for any of you who are sensitive to loud noise or just simply do not like a loud noise, this is a loud noise. You have been warned. There we go. Whoops.
Yep.
And that, for all you nerds out there, that in theater is called rolling a 2. All right, here we go, folks. Loud noise here. Here we go. Thank you much, folks, but I know you want to be impressed. For we all know that the bullwhip is not just a loud noisemaker used for angering your neighbors. It's actually a dangerous weapon. For every time that the bullwhip makes a crack, it means that it's traveling faster than the speed is found. Traveling so fast that if this were to hit my skin, it could break the skin, draw blood, possibly take off a finger. Allow me to demonstrate using one of these.
Let me hold it.
You think I have that kind of insurance, buddy? I don't have insurance. What I'm going to do for you, ladies and gentlemen, demonstrating the true danger of the bullwhip, is I'm going to hold up this flower out in front of my face. I'm going to crack said bullwhip, and if I do this correctly, it will cut the flower in half, not taking off my finger, not spraying blood into the audience, and thus making you a part of the show. It's like the dolphin show. Bring your ponchos. Yeah? All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Hey, it's like I just cut that flower on my finger, and then keep in mind, hit the skin, draw blood, possibly take off a finger. I just cut that flower out of my own hand, and all I got was polite golf like applause.
It's cold. You clap your hands together.
Mister, I'm drinking a cold beer in the cold. You have nothing to complain about.
One-handed.
Yeah, now that we know what this is supposed to look like, ladies and gentlemen, it's like if you're truly impressed by what you see, or if it's something that you cannot or will not do yourself, I ask you to kindly yell, scream, throw small children high in the air to let me know you saw it happen and to reassure me that this is a good idea. Thus, to earn some bigger applause, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do this next one a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more challenging. I'm going to do it behind the back. You know what? I like you guys. Hey, you're standing out here in the cold, you're watching this highly dangerous show. It's like I'm gonna make it even more difficult for me, for your entertainment. I'm gonna do this next one, truly blind behind the back, tail feather style.
Oh, okay.
Your ass is grass.
It's actually pasta, but yeah, that in the industry is what we call the butt crack. I told you, the jokes do not get better, guys. That was better. That was better, but it could be even better. I will not be denied. Ladies and gentlemen, this last one here, I'm going to make it your choice. I'm either going to do this one, A, off the top of my head, or B, out of my own mouth. Let's put it to a vote. Round of applause for A. Thank you for that one, thank you. Round of applause for B. There seems to be some controversy. Might I point out and remind you that if I do it off of A, the worst that'll happen is I take off a few hairs. I could go on with a sword swallowing show. If I do it with B, there's a really good chance that I'm going to lose my nose.
Go for the nose.
A? No? Okay. All right, fine, I'll do B. Yeah, don't say I did nothing for you. And kids, you know what happens if I do this wrong? I don't smell so good. Yeah, I know I missed. It's much scarier on my end. Oh, come on now. Here we go. Okay, I'll wash my nose. Yeah! Thank you very much, folks. Now, I ask you, what do you do for work? Believe it or not, this is what God has granted me. I did go to college. And yes, I did graduate. And kids, I'm about to tell you something that's going to make your parents very uncomfortable. This is a real job. One trade for the world. Ladies and gentlemen, getting back into what I truly do for a living. As indeed, sword swallowing. Moving on, you saw we just proved that the one most common question that I get during the show is sword swallowing real? Now comes the second most common question that I get asked. Do I feel the swords when I swallow them? And the honest to God truth is yes, I do. And sometimes they tickle a little bit. Yes, this weirdly shaped blade goes by many names. In the West, they call it the Flamberge. In the East, they call it the Chris. Over here in America, they call it the Wiggly One. Yeah, that's about as creative as we get. Wiggly One indeed, I feel this one every step of the way, and as an added bonus for you, if you watch closely, and you are indeed lucky, I've been told you can actually see the sides of my throat wiggle as it goes in and as it comes out. Yes, it's gross, but you'll watch.
Oh, let's wiggle.
Oh yeah, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Moving forward, swallowing each one of these swords, especially loosening it up and allowing it to drop down using the drop technique, proves one thing and one thing only. I have complete and utter control over the insides of my body. And with such control, I'm able to swallow not just one, not just two, but 3 solid steel blades at the same time. Now, some of you are probably asking yourselves this question: why only 3? Why not 4? Why not 5? Why not 100? I'll tell you why. I can and I have swallowed more than 3 blades at once before. However, in my experience, swallowing more than 3 blades gets no extra applause. So I'm just going to stick to 3, but I'm not going to rob you of the danger. For this one, the same result could happen. At any given point, these swords could scissor, slicing me up from the inside out, killing me right before your very eyes, and in plain words, it's the end of the show. But the point is not to do that. But you know, as the old saying goes, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. And whatever does kill you is not your problem anymore. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen, for you, 3 blades at the same time. Boy, are these things cold. Whew. Ever eat ice cream with your teeth? It's so much worse.
Yay.
Oh, man.
Thank you very much, folks.
Yeah, it sounds fucked up.
Now, I probably owe you a little bit of apology after that one. You probably heard a little bit of noise as I was pulling the swords out. Don't be alarmed. That is a common side effect for sword swallowers. Happens to all of this. A lot of swords going into the stomach, pushes a lot of air down in there. It's got to come out somehow. That results in me coughing, burping, or I politely ask one of you to pull my finger. And of course, the dad gets the joke. I'm feeling like this is like a bit of a freakier audience. Are we feeling like a freaky audience?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I see that's one. Well, it's because it's like I have many stunts that I perform in this show, but only a limited amount of time, so I'm kind of determining which one I should do next. Yeah, I'm hearing the call. You're freaking up. Well, you know what? All right, let's get freaky here. Ladies and gentlemen, this next stunt I want to show you is a kind of an introductory stunt to sword swallowing. See, a lot of sword swallowers will try this one before they even put the first sword down. And it doesn't involve a sword, not even swallowing, but involves 2 tools. 1 is a hammer, and 2 is a 6-inch solid steel nail. Can't see that very well. Feel free to get on a little closer. But ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do here, again, a little introductory stunt to sword swallowing, is a beautiful little stunt that we call the human blockhead, or as I like to call it, how man invented the lobotomy. What I'm going to do here, folks, I'm going to take this hammer, I'm going to take this nail, I'm going to hammer it into one of the various orifices of my body. That's the correct answer. This guy was thinking something different. It's not that kind of show there, buddy. Now you're correct. It is going to be the nose. Why the nose? Is because, well, this way I can actually see your expressions change. Unlike with sword swallowing, I can't really, yeah. So here we go, folks, as we're going in there. Now I'm going to do it. It's really going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, if any of you are feeling a little nervous about this one, I invite you to take a hand and place it over one eye. It shields that eye from any scarring images, and the other eye doesn't miss anything good. So, you see, win-win situation. Go right ahead. Maybe we're going to cover up both eyes. You're still going to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you my Tinder profile pic.
Yay.
So you know when you find the right ones. Now, I see some people shying away. I see some people kind of squirming, but absolutely nobody's running away. So we're all probably thinking the same thing. This is really not as bad as it looks. Yeah, it gets much worse. It gets much worse as we go all the way in until it hits the back of my head. And yes, indeed, folks, it is hitting the back of my head. It's not going any further, no matter how much you beg me. Don't beg me.
Let's do it! Do it! Do it!
Says the man in the splash zone.
Come on!
No, I really better not.
Oh, okay, cool.
As I really shouldn't for two reasons. One, I could die. Or two, I will sneeze. In that case, one of you will die. And I'd really rather not go back to prison, despite how good I look in stripes. So let's go ahead and take this one out, and it's going to result in the sexiest noise you'll hear all day.
Okay.
Told you, right? And now one for the kids.
Oh.
Ew. All right. I know that's gross. I hate to end the show on such a disgusting note. Last couple of swords I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen. It's like as we're getting the really weird in this show, I'd like to present to you is without a doubt the most dangerous sword I swallow. It literally took me to get this sword down. Then it took me to get one sword period. Until we find a better name for it, we shall call it the Showstopper.
Okay.
Oh yes, I obviously don't have to explain to you why this one's so dangerous. Let's just say if this one goes wrong, it's going to take the zippity right out your doodah. Not just mine. So let's do this one correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, the curved sword, the Showstopper, onward and awkward. Especially if you make eye contact. Yeah. All right, here we go.
You always play for the other team.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And to answer your question, sir, I do not play for the other team, and believe it or not, I'm happily married too. She looked at this and said, "Oh yeah." All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been so much fun. I'm going to leave you with these parting words. Whatever your parents told you not to do as a child, there's a good chance you'll make money doing as an adult. And even if that means following your dreams, I say, by golly, go do it, because that's exactly what I did. This is a rare and dangerous art that is also considered a dying art, because it's rarely ever seen by the naked eye and live and in person nowadays. But yeah, I perform it anyway, despite having a degree in theater. I'm not on Broadway, I'm not in films, I'm up on this stage, swallowing swords for your entertainment, exactly where I want to be. Thank you very much for your patience, folks. I'm Cydeshow. You all have a great day now.